You know that feeling, right? It's early December, you're in a coffee shop, and suddenly you hear it, the very first Christmas song of the season. And just like that, the great annual debate begins. What is the absolute best Christmas song of all time? Well, get ready, because today, we're settling it.
But here's the thing. This isn't about which song your grandpa loves or the one that gets you in the festive mood. Nah, this is about answering one simple question. If you strip away all the nostalgia and just look at the cold, hard data, what is the real #1 Christmas song in the world?
Because we're living in an age of incredible music analytics, where every single stream, every download, every radio spin is tracked. We can finally move past pure opinion. The numbers have spoken, and folks, they have given us a very, very clear answer. The debate, it's over.
And that champion by a long shot is Mariah Carey's 1994 mega hit, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Honestly, it's not even a close race anymore. When you crunch the numbers across streaming, sales, and global charts, this one song has achieved a level of dominance that no other holiday tune can even dream of touching.
So how exactly did a song from the 90s become the undisputed queen of Christmas? Well, its coronation is written right there in the data. So let's dive into the evidence, because the scale of its success is, well, it's absolutely staggering.
Let's start with the metric that rules the music world today: streaming. This song has been streamed over 1.8 billion times, and that's just on Spotify. To give you some perspective, it racks up more streams in a single December than most massive hit songs get in their entire lifetime. It's just insane.
Okay, now let's talk charts. This is where it gets really wild. The song first climbed to #1 on the main Billboard chart in 2019. That's 25 years after it was released. And since then, it's come back to the top spot every single year. That kind of reoccurring dominance, decades later, is basically unheard of in music history.
And of course, all those streams and all that airplay, it translates into some serious cash. It's estimated that this one song has earned over $60 million so far. It's not just a song anymore. It's a massive, self-renewing financial empire that brings in millions more every holiday season.
And just look how it stacks up against the competition. Last Christmas by Wham, that's a certified monster hit with over 1.3 billion streams, a very respectable silver medal. But then you look at a titan, Bing Crosby's White Christmas. In the modern streaming game, it's just not even in the same league. The data is crystal clear. Mariah's lead isn't just big, it's getting bigger every year.
So how on earth did this happen? To really get why Mariah is so dominant, you have to understand how the entire music industry got flipped on its head. The streaming revolution didn't just change how we listen, it completely changed how we define a hit.
Let's do a quick history lesson. You had the radio era, where a handful of program directors basically decided what America listened to. Then came the 90s and 2000s, the age of CDs and those best of Christmas albums. That's where Mariah's song slowly built its legacy. But then, around 2015, streaming came along and changed the game forever.
And the shift is pretty simple. Success used to be all about a big splash right at the beginning. Sell a ton of records, get on the radio. Now, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Success is measured in billions of cumulative streams and, crucially for holiday music, those annual chart re-entries. Streaming rewards timelessness, not just a flash in the pan. It's the perfect model for a Christmas classic. And all this success feeds into an absolutely enormous business. Because let's be real, behind all the festive cheer, holiday music is a massive economic engine that quietly generates hundreds of millions of dollars year in and year out.
I mean, just in the United States, the Christmas music market is worth more than $300 million annually. But look where that money comes from now. A staggering 60% of it is from streaming royalties. This is exactly why a song with billions of streams like Mariah's has become such an unbelievable asset. It's the biggest slice of a very, very big pie. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. A 2024 report from Music Industry Analytics put it perfectly. The numbers don't lie. The data clearly shows that Mariah Carey created the most successful holiday track in measurable music history. The data makes it an open and shut case.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how. But that still leaves the why. What's the magic formula here? What makes a Christmas song stick around for generations? Well, believe it or not, the data actually gives us some fascinating clues about the secret ingredients.
When you analyze the all-time greatest holiday songs, a pretty clear formula emerges. First, you need a melody that's super catchy and easy to sing. Second, the production can't sound dated a few years later. Third, you need a universal theme like love or nostalgia. And finally, getting your song in a classic movie, like Love Actually, is like pouring rocket fuel on the fire. Mariah's song, it nails every single one of these.
At the end of the day, these songs are so much more than just background music at the mall. They're a shared cultural language that connects all of us, from kids to grandparents. They're powerful little time machines for our memories. And for an artist, having a true Christmas classic is a ticket to cultural immortality. It means your voice will be heard every single year, long after your other hits have faded away. Which brings us to one last really interesting question. In this new world where streaming algorithms make the old classics even more popular every single year, is there any room left? Can a new Christmas song ever break through and join the ranks of the immortals? Or is the canon of great Christmas songs now permanently locked? It's definitely something to think about the next time you hit play.